Something that has been in discussion ever since the Knuckles show, pretty much, has been the concept of a Shadow the Hedgehog solo movie. This is something that has been spoken about a lot, a bunch of, there might be a Shadow movie. As if any Sonic character was to get a movie that wasn't Sonic, it's Shadow. He's a very popular character, especially in the last year, and he's got Keanu Reeves voicing him, so, he's a safe bet, unlike Tails, who I know people want. People are expecting like a Tails movie, an Amy movie. Tails and Amy, they're not really material for that. I hate to break it to you. I've had the thought of doing a whole video on like characters that could get movies in the future, but we'll see where that goes if it ever goes anywhere. But here we can talk about what a Shadow movie could look like. What could be the plot of a Shadow movie if they decided to center around him. Sonic 3 was already very Shadow heavy, so the hell could they do to, top that? I think the first thing that pretty easily comes to mind is what characters we could see. I would be really shocked if Black Doom wasn't the villain. Jeff Fowler, he's mentioned, I think it's Jeff Fowler at least, who, he mentioned Black Doom not being the third film because it'd be too complex. It's a question. Obviously, Gerald didn't use their DNA for Shadow in the movie universe. Shadow crash landed, so there's that mystery. And where'd Shadow come from? Not really a mystery, more just it is a mystery. What am I on about? So what could that possibly be? Is a great place to base a Shadow solo film off of. Because I feel like that on top of the stuff going on in Sonic 4 would be a bit much. But I mean, Sonic 2 expanded on where Sonic came from, as in they had, the echidnas that were set up in the first film coming to kick him in the ass with Knuckles. It perfectly correlates. So the Black Arms, Black Doom, all that, I could see them being the villain, and Shadow's like, damn, do I stop him or do I join them? I think Rouge is another factor that we can probably see playing the movie. Maybe not the entirety of Team Dark, as much as I'd love to see Rouge and Omega, but I can somewhat see it. He teams up with, it'd be like a Sonic 2 situation. He's with Rouge most of the film because she is the most prominent character with Shadow, and I think Boom was the first time they weren't together, and then not counting random comic appearances and stuff probably. And then Omega, I don't know, Gun's already established. If Commander Walters is dead and that lady who hates the aliens is in charge, what is stopping her from making giant robots that come and kill them? I'm now putting together a movie in my head that sounds fucking awesome. I've been improvising this shit. Wow, this is great. You see, right there, we got a villain motive who's like, we can't trust the aliens. They've brought the other aliens. You got Shadow, who's just trying to keep the balance. Sonic will probably appear in the movie. I'd be very surprised if Sonic didn't make a cameo or appearance or anything whatsoever. But just, a straight up Shadow and Rouge and Omega, I guess when he joins them, up against Gun and a fucking alien army. So I wouldn't put him past them for a budget. We had all those robots at the end of Sonic 3. So it really wouldn't surprise me if they did something like that. That'd be really cool, actually. So that's just kind of what I wanted to share on what a Shadow spin-off could be like. They kind of actually have the perfect stepping stones for a movie like this. Of course, I'm no movie writer, but I think that would be a decent way they could go about it. I'm probably completely wrong, but a guy can dream. So if this does turn out to be a Shadow movie, that'd be freaking awesome. If not, just announce one, please. I don't care if it's 2029. Just do my idea. I love it. Of course, this video could become very outdated depending on what happens in Sonic 4, but that's something to worry about next year.